Okay, so I'm sure I don't have to tell you that modern dating is in chaos. Apps, influencers, and radical feminism are pushing men to be softer, more agreeable, and more emotionally available. Yet, men feel more confused, rejected, and empty than ever before. The truth is, most men don't have a dating problem. They have a standards and self-respect problem, and those are fixable. This video serves as a reset, not to chase harder, but to filter better and get what you want from dating without losing yourself. As I've said in so many videos, any advice I give you is going to benefit you regardless of any woman. It will always, if you take any of these actions that I've suggested in this video, many others, it's to raise your self-esteem, raise your self-respect, and raise your own personal power, regardless of any woman. If you're new to my channel, my name is Anna Jorgensen. I help good men like you, yes, you, understand women without giving up your own needs and desires so you can find, attract, and keep your keeper. Welcome to Just the Tip. Okay, let's look at how men can get what they want in dating. Now, you want to pay attention to number 9. It's one of the most common ones men miss. And all of these benefit your life regardless of any woman. 1. Know what you want and say it without apology. Most men enter dating like they are applying for approval. They ask, what does she want? Instead of asking, is she what I want? Knowing what you want changes the power dynamic. When you shift into this mindset, you are no longer performing, but instead leading. Women feel this and respect it. If you show up trying to impress her, adapt to her, or mold yourself into what you think she's looking for, you have already lost. You're not presenting your value. You're auditioning for a role in her life. And as soon as she senses that, you are in the friend zone, or if she's a see you next Tuesday, she will use you until someone better comes along. However, when you walk in with standards, this is who I am, this is what I want, well, she has to align with that. The energy shifts and you are no longer asking permission to lead. You're showing her the kind of man who doesn't need her validation because he already validates himself. For example, you want a feminine woman who is family-oriented and not chronically online. Just say it. If she's offended, she is not your right match, and that's a good thing. Just the tip. Have your own standards before you ever swipe or step out. That's how you stop wasting time on women who can't meet you halfway and start attracting women who want to. Number 2, don't be the nice guy, be the strong man. You've been sold a lie that women want nice guys or bad boys. Often that if you just listen a little more, give a little more, agree a little more, she'll choose you. However, there is a huge difference between being a genuinely kind man who respects himself and a man who acts nice to get something. Women choose men who make them feel grounded, not groveled to. Being kind isn't the problem. Being spineless is. That's why women often go for what we consider bad boys. If she senses you will fold like a paper napkin just to keep her around, her attraction to you falls. She may keep you around for comfort, attention, or even convenience, but not because she genuinely craves you. Desire is drawn to strength and presence, not submission and passivity. Deep down, every woman needs to feel like she's with a man who can handle her energy, not shrink under it. And if she senses weakness, she'll start testing you even more. So yes, do listen, but also lead. Respect her, but don't bend a knee every time she shifts her tone. Trust me, your knees will get sore. Example, a woman tests you emotionally with late replies or flirting with other guys or mood swings, and you just smile and say, "It's okay, I understand." That is not emotional intelligence. That's fear of confrontation. Be kind, but never at the expense of your backbone. Women are drawn to courage and repulsed by weakness. Fear exists in both, but it's your actions that reveal whether you're her rock or her doormat. Key point, most importantly, you will respect yourself by taking brave action. Number 3, set boundaries and actually enforce them. Having boundaries is less about what you say and more about what you enforce. Most men think saying, I don't tolerate disrespect is enough, but it is not, because if you say that and still accept late cancellations and flaky texting or disrespectful comments, you are showing her your words are empty. Women believe your actions. Boundaries do not repel good women. Boundaries filter out wrong women. The right women will respect your boundaries. The wrong ones will call you too harsh or maybe even controlling, but only because they can't manipulate you. Example, she cancels last minute twice in a row, and you say, you know what, that's fine, no worries. You've just told her your time is worthless. Instead, say, I value my time, and if this isn't a good fit, that's okay. You don't get emotional like a little girl. You don't act like a scorned child. You just enforce your standards. Just the tip. Your attention is currency. Don't spend it on women who do not value it. Say what you mean and back it up every single time. Number 4, stop trying to impress her. Start creating impact. Trying to impress her is about performing. Creating impact is about presence and authenticity. When you're trying to impress her, you're hoping she approves of you. You're dressing in a certain way or dropping names or bragging about your job, hoping she picks up on how valuable you are. Well, if she's shallow or a user, that's her calling card. If she's a keeper, she'll feel like you are trying to sell her a fixer-upper with a lipstick Renault. However, when you create impact, you don't need to prove anything. You speak with purpose, you lead calmly, and you listen with intentional curiosity. That's what she remembers. Not the money, not the restaurant, not your outfit. Example. You take her to a high-end restaurant. You wear your best shirt. You talk about your job all night. It feels like an interview instead of naturally unfolding mutual discovery. Another guy takes her for a walk and a coffee, leads the conversation confidently, makes her laugh, and asks about her best memories. Well, guess who she's texting the next day if she's a keeper? So don't perform, simply be present. Key point, your vibe leaves more impact than your resume ever will. 5, stay mysterious. Reveal with intention, not emotion. Oversharing doesn't usually build attraction. When a man overshares, it often overwhelms her. Some of you are thinking, but women do that all the time. Yes, because we're women. Though there are exceptions, men and women are different in some ways. But if you don't know this, you think telling her all your past all at once, your pain and your personal struggles, will make her feel close to you. But all that does is make her feel responsible for you. Mother mode suppresses lover mode. When you reveal too much too soon, especially vulnerable things, she doesn't feel connected. She feels like your mom. Mystery isn't manipulation. It's understanding and embracing psychology and knowing your story does matter, but not everyone deserves access to it right away. If you let her earn that, she will value it more. Example, instead of saying, my ex cheated and I still have trust issues, say, you know what? I've been through some things that maybe taught me what I value and need in a relationship now. It's the same truth with a savvier delivery. Just the tip. Hold your emotional cards a little bit close to your chest until she's shown worth of the investment. Reveal yourself in layers. Okay, so this next one might feel uncomfortable, but if you have ever chased closure after a rejection, this may shift everything for you. Number 6, stop seeking closure. Start practicing detachment. So closure is something many men chase because they think it will give them peace. But peace doesn't come from the answers. It comes from acceptance. She ghosted you. She flaked on you. She divorced you. That was your closure. Looking for an explanation or long texts or final conversations can feel compelling, but is really simply a way to stay attached. And it often has less to do with clarity and more to do with control, not of her, but of yourself and your new view of reality. Once she's chosen to leave, chasing her for answers only lowers your value further. Example, you give her your energy and attention, and she fades out without a word. Instead of sending a, "Hey, I just wanted to understand" text, delete the thread and move on. Key point, she probably can't tell you the real reason she left. She thinks it's one thing, but there's a whole iceberg of truth below the surface she doesn't even see. Note, if there are kids involved, fight together for your relationship and your family. Go to therapy, do the homework, just try. Do what you can without losing your soul or self-respect. Okay, number 7. This one might be a little controversial. Don't multi-date if you can't even lead one woman. Modern dating says keep your options open. And yes, options give you potential leverage, at least in your own mind. However, if you can't even handle one woman with direction and strength, adding more will not help. It'll just expose your lack of ability. So multi-dating only works for men who are already grounded and sure of themselves and their lives. If your life is a mess, your emotions are unstable, or you can't get one woman to follow your lead, trying to juggle 3 or get 3 on the line will burn you out. Example, you're texting 3 or 4 women, trying to manage schedules, conversations, and expectations. But none of them takes you seriously, and you're starting to slack at work. That is not high value. That's scattered attention. Just the tip. Build your focus first. Then options become a choice, not a distraction. Note, multi-dating does not mean bumping nasties with every woman you meet. You define what it means based on your own values and beliefs if you even want to. Multi-date, that is. Okay, number 8. Don't compete for her. Vet her for you. You are not on trial trying to win her attention. Too many men act like they are in a competition trying to prove they're better than the other guys. But that mindset puts her on a pedestal and puts you in a weak frame. The real question is she even worth it? Not just based on looks, but her character, her effort, and how she treats you. Example, she's hot, but she acts entitled. She shows up late, she barely contributes to the conversation or financially, and acts like you're lucky to be there. Instead of ignoring it because of her looks, you end the date early. The willingness to walk away is power. Key point, you are filtering for value. Let her impress you. 9, work on yourself, but not to impress her. So self-improvement is powerful if it's not overdone, but only when it's done for you. If you are hitting the gym and reading books and stacking money away to get women to notice, you are putting the outcome in their hands. And the moment they don't react how you hoped for, you lose motivation and self-respect because it was never about you to begin with. Example, you start working out, you're eating better, you're upgrading your wardrobe, but stop when no one compliments you. That's not discipline, that's performance. Just the tip. Raise your standards of yourself for yourself. Women will notice, but by then it won't even matter. You'll be doing it for the right reason, you. Okay, so just before I reveal number 10 and how to build unshakable confidence, if you have found value in this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing. Thank you so much if you already have. Number 10, lead, don't ask for permission. Indecision kills attraction in feminine women. Most women are wired to respond to leadership. Clear, confident, low-stress, masculine energy. That's the part about bad boys that appeals to women. If you're always asking what she wants to do, what she thinks, or how she feels about everything, you are putting the pressure back on her to lead. If she has to lead, she won't feel desire. She'll feel burdened. Example, do you want to maybe hang out sometime? Well, that's kind of weak. Let's grab a drink Friday. I know a great spot. That's confident. Key point, women don't want a manager. They want a man with a plan. Don't wait for the green lights. Create the whole dang road. That's how men get what they want in dating today. Not by chasing women, but by becoming the man women chase. Need a little confidence boost? To get you started, I'm so glad you asked. You're going to want to watch the video coming up, How to Develop True Confidence with Women. And that will be up at the end here next. So, gentlemen, you don't win in modern dating by being more agreeable or bowing out, but by becoming more grounded, more selective, and more unshakable. So, stop adjusting your standards to attract women and start raising your standards and self-respect to attract the kind of women your best self truly desires and deserves. You got this. Lots of love and courage. God bless and have an amazing week. And if you're not into God, substitute. Just have an amazing week. Lots of love. Bye.